Donald Trump, a controversial leader of an era. Description: Donald Trump has emerged as one of the most controversial and iconic figures in the United States, drawing attention through his transition from the business world to politics. This narrative encompasses his inspiring journey, from a young start in real estate to gaining prominence in the television industry and ultimately becoming the 45th President of the United States. Trump is not just a businessman, he has also become a symbol of courage and debate for many. This text offers a deep insight into Donald Trump's life, career, and his impact on American society. Born on June 14, 1946, in the Queens area of New York City, Donald Trump grew up as the child of a wealthy family. From an early age, he showed a keen interest in the business world. His father, Fred Trump, was a highly successful businessman in the construction sector, which paved the way for Donald's entry into real estate. After starting his education in K-12 schools, he attended Fordham University in 1964 to study business. He then graduated from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. The education he received here greatly influenced his future career and prepared him to emerge as a leader in the real estate sector. Entering the business world by joining his family's construction business, Donald Trump quickly carved out a solid place for himself in New York's real estate sector. In the early 1970s, he began to attract attention with various projects in Manhattan, particularly achieving significant success with the completion of Trump Tower in the mid-1980s. This iconic structure not only transformed New York's skyline but also solidified Trump's reputation in the business world. Trump Tower, a symbol of luxury living, further enhanced his public image. However, Trump gained notoriety not only through real estate projects, but also through his role in the television world, particularly with the reality show The Apprentice. This program showcased his tough and assertive personality, allowing him to connect with a broad audience and establishing him as a television star. In 2015, when Trump announced his candidacy for the presidency from the Republican Party, many did not take this development seriously. However, his unconventional campaign style, bold rhetoric, and direct communication with the public quickly established him as a recognizable figure. Launching his campaign with the slogan, "Make America Great Again," Trump made controversial proposals regarding immigration, the economy, and trade. He won the 2016 election as the Republican Party candidate, which came as a surprise to many and triggered a significant polarization across the nation, as his presidential victory represented a situation that disrupted traditional political norms. Once in office, Trump initiated profound changes in both domestic and foreign policy. He took bold steps in areas such as healthcare reform, tax cuts, and trade agreements. Notably, his pledge to build a wall along the Mexican border became a prominent aspect of his campaign. Trump framed this issue as a matter of national security, generating considerable excitement among his supporters. However, these policies also became targets of criticism and deeply affected the social fabric of America. His hardline stance on immigration sparked intense debates within the country and increased societal polarization. In particular, the strict monitoring of immigrants crossing the border was criticized by many human rights advocates, deepening discussions surrounding Trump's administration. During Trump's presidency, significant changes also occurred in international relations. The historic summits he held with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un were followed with great interest worldwide. These meetings highlighted Trump's unorthodox diplomatic style and sparked extensive discussions among both his supporters and opponents. Additionally, his decision to withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement and the trade wars he initiated constituted controversial aspects of his leadership. Throughout this period, America's role on the global stage was significantly impacted, leading to shifts in international relations. The trade wars, especially with China, became prominent and threatened economic stability. Trump adopted a striking strategy of using social media platforms actively, facilitating direct communication with the public. Particularly, Twitter enabled him to instantly convey his thoughts to a broad audience and helped him build a supportive community. However, this also brought about social issues such as fake news and increased polarization. His effective use of social media placed him at the center of current events, with every action resonating globally. Yet, some of his statements on social media occasionally sparked controversies, prompting further criticism of his leadership. As his presidency neared its conclusion, Trump ran for re-election in the 2020 elections. However, this electoral process became one of the most controversial periods in American history. The refusal to accept the election results led to his supporters storming the Capitol building, an incident that sparked serious debates regarding Trump's presidency. The impeachment process represented one of the most challenging phases of his leadership and contributed to the deepening political polarization in America. These events further illuminated the effects of Trump's political style and policies, particularly during a time when democratic values were questioned. In conclusion, Donald Trump's life and career encompass numerous lessons, debates, and uncertainties. Both his successes and criticisms reflect the complex structure of modern America and secure his place in the historical narrative. His story serves as an example of a journey filled with courage, determination, debate, and achievement that will resonate in the minds of many. As his presidency neared its conclusion, Trump ran for re-election in the 2020 elections. However, this electoral process became one of the most controversial periods in American history. The refusal to accept the election results led to his supporters storming the Capitol building, an incident that sparked serious debates regarding Trump's presidency. The impeachment process represented one of the most challenging phases of his leadership and contributed to the deepening political polarization in America. These events further illuminated the effects of Trump's political style and policies, particularly during a time when democratic values were questioned. In conclusion, Donald Trump's life and career encompass numerous lessons, debates, and uncertainties. Both his successes and criticisms reflect the complex structure of modern America and secure his place in the historical narrative. His story serves as an example of a journey filled with courage, determination, debate, and achievement that will resonate in the minds of many. Future generations will evaluate Trump's leadership and the legacy he left behind as a historical figure, offering a broader perspective on American political history. The effects of Trump will be felt not only during his tenure, but also in future political and social movements. Therefore, his life and career represent an important resource for understanding the intricate political and social dynamics of our time. Donald Trump will continue to leave a profound impact as a controversial leader, eliciting both support and opposition. While some view him as a successful businessman and a bold leader, others criticize his policies and attitudes, insisting on highlighting the complex nature of his legacy. This multifaceted perspective demonstrates the depth of the lasting marks Trump has left on American history. His narrative reflects not only the story of an individual, but also the process of change and transformation of a nation.